What's going on, everybody? What's up, Duchess? How you doing, man? Overdrip. I know I expect this from you from now, but still gonna be a no to both of them. But it's okay. I forgive you this time. What's up, Kentucky? How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm ready for one too. I don't know about 5, but I'm ready for a beer. So this is gonna be fun. I'm excited.
I'm excited. My first one from this brewery, too, so a whole new experience. Let's see how these guys are. Gotta make sure to wet the old whistle before, so I can clear out my flavor palette. Up. I guess it's fucking time. Just give me a second here. Fucking strip lights being annoying. But I think I'll manage. Well, that sounds exciting, Kentucky. That's awesome. Well, guys, it's 4 o'clock, so let's fucking do this. Boom. What is up, everybody? Welcome to another live beer review. Happy Monday to you all. Hope you all had a fantastic holiday weekend. And today, we're going to be taking a look at a new brewery that I haven't tried before, which I'm pretty excited about. We're going to be taking a look at a brew from B52 Brewing. We're going to be their Smoothie Tart, their like fruited Berliner Weiss / sour, their Cranberry Orange Crumble. So I'm kind of excited about this one just because it's a unique flavor profile I've never tried before. So I'm expecting, of course, maybe a bunch of tart cranberry in there, a nice citrusy kind of orange peel kind of rind thing, but I'm with that kind of crumble kind of thing. I'm hoping maybe like a cinnamon creaminess added into there. I don't know, but I'm hoping that delivers on all those things. But before we open the beer, let's talk about B52 Brewing really quick, because I haven't talked about them before. They're a completely new brewery to me. So they're located out of Conroe, Texas, kind of a little bit north of Houston. But it's a really cool thing, so let's see what they have to say about themselves. So this isn't a brewery, this is a lab where we tinker and experiment to develop truly unique, handcrafted beverages, a place where the main ingredient... Really? Okay. A place where the main ingredient is risk, and the final product is a one-of-a-kind. Ours is a sanctuary for styles and flavors that few other breweries in the United States create. It's why we were named Best Brewery in Texas the year we opened, and why we don't stop doing the things we love until we're recognized as one of the best handcrafted breweries in the world. So if you're looking for a frosty glass, the same old, you've come to the wrong place. So they're trying to make themselves stand out from this your everyday little craft brewery. So, but one of the cool things I like about this one, they're actually kind of located in the wilderness a little bit. Their brewery's on 7 acres of an outdoor kind of foresty area where you can play games like ping pong, horseshoes, all kind of stuff. Huge like foresty outdoor seating, and it looks like a really cool overall like brewery visit experience that I would love to go to, because it looks like, looking at the map, kind of seeing where Conroe is, they're around a bunch of lakes and kind of like a forest preserve kind of area, which is really cool. Kind of creates a whole new experience if you go over to that brewery, so that's pretty awesome. I don't know, I would definitely love to visit that place to see what it's like, because seeing some of the pictures, it looks fantastic. But without further ado, let's crack open this guy. I'm really excited to see what this tastes like. So, nope. Okay, we're good. Just a little, but we're good. Let's see what we're getting on the smell. Oh yeah, really a bunch of cranberry right off the bat. Getting like kind of like definitely getting like an orange rind kind of thing going there. But yeah, this kind of smells delicious. Definitely, I'm not getting much of like the cinnamon going there, but I'm expecting that I'll probably get it when I pour this guy. So I'll be drinking out of my untapped tulip glass, and let's see how this guy pours. Oh yeah, look at that color. Look at that color. Definitely has that kind of like red kind of hint to it. Kind of reminds me of like a ruby red grapefruit kind of color. But yeah, that looks pretty fantastic. No, yeah, I'm glad it wasn't a foamer either. It kind of got a little bit on the top, but it wasn't anything to where I had to move it over the towel I have on the floor. With a bunch of like my Fritta Berliner Weisses, I'm taking the precaution ahead of time just in case if that ever happens. But yeah, on the smell, still getting a bunch of like a tart cranberry going in there with a bunch of orange going too. And of course, my dog agrees with me. You can hear her in the background. Yep, she's going all right. But yeah, without further ado, let's try this guy. So, cheers, everybody. Okay. Actually, wasn't what I was expecting, because right at the bat, I'm getting a nice cranberry flavor, nice tart cranberry. But it's not like one of those fruits that I'm getting there between the orange and the cranberry, or giving me like simultaneous different forms of tartness. Because when I get it, it's like tart cranberry and that tart citrus orange all at the same time. There's not like a simultaneous kind of tart cranberry then tart orange. It's just one flavor hitting you at once, and it mixes pretty well. It definitely has a nice little sweetness at the end. Trying to see if I can get some. Yep, there's the cinnamon. Okay, yeah, you could definitely tell this was like brewed with like lactose, because there's that kind of creamy mouthfeel. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. It's not really too tart. On the tartness rating, I'd probably give this like, what am I gonna give that? It's not like really tart, but it's not like not tart at all. I'd probably give this like a solid, maybe like 3 out of 5 for tartness, so it's not bad at all. Don't mind the dog. She's just going bonkers for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, I like it. There's definitely a creaminess I get in there from maybe like a lactose or some kind of like milk sugar they're using in there. But after I've had a few sips, let's kind of look at this description of this beer. So, the ever innovative B52 brewers whipped up a fresh batch of cobbler. They're conditioned the smoothie sour into piles of juicy orange puree and a touch of tart cranberry. Then they added a sprinkle of cinnamon for warmth, followed by with a few spoonfuls of vanilla and lactose to take this flavor train to whipped cream central. Okay, so definitely I'm definitely getting the orange and the cranberry in there. I like that little like cinnamon kind of feel in there as well to kind of add like an extra element of sweetness, but then that overall like vanilla lactose kind of creaminess along with like kind of adding like a sugary vanilla kind of taste at the end balances out pretty damn well. I'm really impressed with this one so far. If I didn't mention it before, this guy comes out at a whopping 6%, so not really high in the ABV, so this is definitely something that you can sit back and enjoy a few of them. This definitely has a lot more like carbonation than I thought it would be, kind of because it's sitting in the glass and you can actually hear the carbonation in it. So overall, this is really nice. This would definitely be something to be enjoyed during a warm weather kind of day, because all those like bright cranberry and the bright orange just makes you think of just warm weather and refreshing. It's really, really nice. I'm gonna pour some more in here. I'm liking that. So let's start going down and seeing what people say about this guy on Untapped. So B52 Brewing, like I said before, it's their fruited Berliner Weiss, but it's considered a sour as well, coming in at 6% with over 436 ratings. This one has an average rating of 3.93 on Untapped. So yeah, pretty good. Let's see, what are people saying about this? Let's see. This guy gave it a 4.25, so this guy gave it a 4. Gave it a 3.75, saying not bad. Somebody gave it a 4. 3.75. 3.75, saying not too shabby. 3.75. 4.25. 4. 3.75. So yeah, pretty solid ratings, I would say. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the cranberry and the orange. It's mixing really well. That cinnamon kind of adds like a little extra depth of sweetness in there, but then it gets balanced out really well with the lactose and the kind of the vanilla they add in there to give it that kind of creamy mouthfeel. But on like the first texture you get when it hits your tongue is that carbonated feeling, but then it balances out to a nice creamy mouthfeel, which is very nice. Wouldn't say this is like a heavily thick beer as well. You could definitely see can't see through it, so definitely like I guess there's going to be sediment at the bottom of the glass, but I'm okay with that because that's just more flavor. Oh yeah, really nice. I really like that added like vanilla that hits you at the end. So let's start going down our ratings here. So can art, yeah, I think it's a pretty solid can art. It has, you see the orange and the orange like kind of slices and the cranberries on the side. I like the colors to it. It's very clean, nothing too appealing to any kind of underage crowd. Has the fruits they're using on front with the orange and the cranberry. Calling it the Smoothie Tart, B52 Brewing. Nice clean label. Something you'd really expect from, I guess you can consider these guys a smaller craft brewery within the state of Texas, even though they're considered getting to the point where they're one of the best, where they're not trying to go overly over the top with their labels. They're trying to make the beer speak for itself, which is a good thing. So can art, can't really say much on it. It's not something that's too, I don't want to say it's not appealing to me. I like the colors that they use for it, obviously, just for the orange and that kind of cranberry red kind of color to it. I don't think I would say this was something that would kind of appeal to me when it comes to seeing it at a liquor store or a bottle shop. But I would definitely take a look at it if I was over like closer to the glass and seeing like Smoothie Tart and then kind of seeing that it's the cranberry orange crumble. I'm like, that's a flavor profile that would definitely catch my attention. So it wouldn't be something that I'd see from afar and be like, oh, I have to go look at this. I'd be looking through the glass and kind of opening the door and see what kind of beers that the liquor store or bottle shop has. And then if I read this one and see the flavor profile, it'd definitely be one I'd be interested in. But overall, very, very solid. I'm enjoying this one. So let's see. If I got this in a flight at B52, would I get another one? I know you're lactose intolerant, but well, I don't know how you'll just have to try a beer with lactose in it and kind of see what it does. If it makes your stomach go all crazy, then kind of steer away from it. But I don't think the amount of lactose in this beer is gonna like totally be something that will be hitting you in the face, kind of thing, where it's like it's gonna start upsetting your stomach. I don't think it's going to get to that point. Because you got to think they use a certain amount for the entire batch that they brew, and then they have to can it. So the amount of lactose you're going to be getting in each can is probably not going to be the same as eating ice cream or a glass of milk kind of situation. But let's see. If I got this in a flight at B52, would I get another one? To be honest, if it was like a nice summer day over in Conroe and I was sitting outside and enjoying like the nice weather around the trees, yeah, I'd probably get another one of these. This is definitely something to sit back and enjoy. I'm a fan. I like it. I think I would have liked a little bit more of the cinnamon to come out a little bit, since I'm like, if it's like a cinnamon sugar kind of situation and not the more of like the spiced kind of style of cinnamon, I would have liked to see a little bit more of that sweeter element in there, just to kind of give it that extra depth and flavor, because I think cinnamon, when it comes to cranberry and orange, I feel like that would be if it was just a little bit more, it would just balance it out a little bit better. But you could definitely tell it's in there. I like the sweetness. I love the orange and the cranberry mixing together. I feel like when it comes to mixing cranberry with something, orange I would say is like one of my favorite pairings to do it with, because it's like, it just works. It's because it adds like, it balances out to like adding citrus to a tart berry like that, to kind of just give it this overall tart berry citrus experience. It's just good. And then I would have just then adding the cinnamon and the lactose and the vanilla in there, just to kind of bring out that extra sweetness. I think it can actually bring out the more sweet notes of the cranberry as well, because that's what I'm getting in there. It kind of pushes forward those natural sweet flavors of the fruits that you're using, because oranges can be sweet, cranberries can be sweet. But it's overall really solid. I think I just would have liked to see a little bit more of the cinnamon in there. I think that would have given it a more in-depth flavor and just a higher rating for me overall. But let's start going down and see what my final rating is going to be. Like I said before, I really like the flavors that I'm getting. I like the cinnamon in there, even though I would have wanted a little bit more. But you could definitely taste it in there. So that's a good thing. It's not like they just added cinnamon in there and then you're not going to taste it at all. I'm glad they added enough to where you're getting it on the flavor. But I would have liked to see just a touch more of it to kind of balance it out a little bit more. It's very smooth, not too tart. The fruit flavors in there are pretty damn good. It mixes really well with the orange and the cranberry. So I think, I'm going to give this a solid 7.75, I think. I don't want to say it's something that's going to try to reinvent the wheel when it comes to like a fruited Berliner Weiss. I enjoy that they kind of took your not average flavors of fruits and put them together to create a fruited sour / fruited Berliner Weiss kind of situation. So that's cool that they kind of were ballsy enough to use some fruits that I wouldn't see averagely when it comes to that kind of style of beer. But I see why they did it, and using the cinnamon and the lactose in there to kind of give that sweetness that you want to have in there, and not just having it be overly pungently tart. Yeah, they did a fantastic job in there. So I think I'm going to give this a solid 7.75 out of 10. Almost, if it was had a little bit more of the cinnamon there, it would have been like closer to an 8/8.25 area, because I really enjoy this one, but if that cinnamon was in there, it would have just bumped up my rating by at least a point or two. So very, very solid. Would definitely recommend, if you're in the Houston area, to go up to Conroe for a day. Take your family, take your friends, go out and spend some time in the woods, drink some beers at a cool brewery, and just enjoy your day. I think that would be a fantastic kind of thing for the summer, and seeing what they have available at that brewery is pretty cool. Pretty cool when it comes to just like a bunch of outdoor sports you can do there, and just enjoying the wilderness and just having an overall good experience. So I think that is it, guys. If you want to try some stuff from B52, you might be able to find their stuff in liquor stores or bottle shops around like the Houston area, I think. So if you're ever around Houston, kind of keep an eye out for some B52 stuff. I don't think this beer is available on tap or anything at their tap house right now. You just kind of... But I definitely, from my first experience from beers with them, I definitely check out some of their other stuff for sure. Because for this first experience, it's been pretty stellar so far. So I think that is pretty much it, guys. If you want to get a hold of some more stuff from B52, if you have Tavour, they're coming up there on a couple times. So if you have Tavour and you have the availability of getting beer shipped to you, yeah, I'll always recommend using Tavour. And who knows, you might find some more brews from B52 on there. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Greatly appreciate every single one of you. And if you're watching the replay, thanks for taking time out of your day to watch my stuff. It's greatly appreciated. If you have some beer drinking friends that want to kind of get into starting to experiment with other kinds of beers, show them my videos. I kind of go through every kind of style of beer you can think of practically. So if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. So if you, it'll help me out greatly. So other than that, I think that is pretty much it, guys. I know I'm kind of rambling at this point, but oh well. So yeah, if you guys are going to drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. And cheers, everybody. I'll see you all tomorrow.